Man, that's what I wanted.
What do you got going on?
I was at a reading breakfast when Johnny messaged me and said you guys were coming here. I was gonna go to the arts market, and I was like, what? And I was gonna go to the flea market, and I was also like, what?
Yeah. Nala and I have been going to the AV market by the park on like tomorrow, and that's pretty fun. That park's awesome.
I love that part.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. I still smell it.
No, thank you. So, I'm just going for it. And we just so happened to meet a kid from Pittsburgh that knew a bunch of like our friends while we were at Monument.
How old were you when you left PA, Chris?
I left
Monument is like the
PA.
OG Funscape.
I left PA.
That was like one of the first like good kind of streetish parks they built.
Yeah. I left Pennsylvania when I was 18. Or no. I'm sorry. 20. Then I came back to Pennsylvania. And then I left again when I was 24. But there was a bunch of times where I'd like go back and live with my little brother or something for a couple months, or including Pittsburgh. Oh shit, yeah, no. I left Bradford when I was 23. I left Pittsburgh when I was 28. But yeah, I feel like I've moved around a bunch, but always like ended up somewhere in Pennsylvania. Whatever. Now I'm in Florida.
Hot Florida.
Hot Florida. And I like it.
Worst places to be.
Definitely.
Huh? I said there's worse places to be than Florida.
I'm like a lizard person. I like sweating and being too hot rather than being cold. Huntsville's sick. I'm gonna make a trip up there really soon, I think.
Let me know when you do. I'll go with you.
Okay.
You guys met in Alabama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you end up in Alabama?
My girlfriend is a reporter for the news, and she went on a contract there. And I was living in Pittsburgh at the time, kind of not doing shit. So I was like, fuck it, I'll move to Huntsville. And I expected it to be really Alabama, like bad, and it was awesome. It's a really neat place, little hidden city, middle of nowhere type of shit. Very cool.
That's it.
Really German town, which is weird, but
There's a lot of that throughout
Yeah.
the South and the Midwest.
yeah,
A lot of it.
yep.
Texas. Lots
Texas
of
is
weird
huge
German
for
stuff
Germans.
in Texas.
Yeah. And then there's that town in Georgia too, by Anna Ruby.
Oh yeah. I did not know that existed until like a week ago.
It's got like a normal name too. It's not like a German name.
But it's on like cottages on a river kind of deal.
Yeah, like in like a valley or gorge. I'd be down. I've never been to anything like that.
Not that far.
Mm-mm.
No.
Montreal was kind of like that, but for French people. Very like
I've never been to French.
old city. It's like one of the first actual cities I street skated in, and it was awesome. And my dad watched me fucking eat shit on staircases for the entire day.
That's pretty wild.
It wasn't bad, dude. We went up
But they
skiing.
took you to Canada to skate?
We went up there on a ski trip to Mount Tremblant, which is I think a couple hours north of Montreal. I'm not entirely sure, it's been so long. But we stopped in Montreal to chill for a day and check it out. But immediately at getting to the ski resort, I was like really amped to go in the terrain parks, and I'd never been in like a proper one. East Coast terrain parks for the most part are like poorly built, or were at the time. time at least. And I assumed I needed way too much speed for it than I did for a jump. And I think I was there for 4 runs and just blasted completely to flat. I probably dropped like almost 20 feet onto my back. No broken bones, luckily, but I was out for the rest of the trip. So I just went and ate these things they were called beaver tails. Like fried dough with a bunch of shit on top. I ate a bunch of those. That's about it. I didn't get to ski any or snowboard at all anymore.
Is that the worst snowboard injury you've ever had?
No, nah. Snowboarding's so dangerous. Like compared to skateboarding injuries suck, but like they're normally kind of like never doing 30 miles an hour on a skateboard. Like you're just kind of not, unless you're really going for it. And on a snowboard, you are going that fast a lot, and there's other people around you doing the same thing, and it's so, like, the worst injuries I've had on snowboards have been impacts with other people. Like, me and my friend knocked each other out with helmets on one time, and that was a really bad one. I'd say the concussions are the worst ones I've had on snowboards, for sure. Broke my tailbone on a snowboard, and I broke my rib on a snow skate, but I don't really do either of those anymore at all, so luckily.
Yeah, there's not a lot of that going on. That's for sure.
Definitely fun though. I really want to try surfing.
Plenty of that.
I forgot something, Pokey.
So how long have you been a carpenter?
Teacher outside of school during summers, but for the most part, I went to school for carpentry after high school. I went to a trade school. And after that, I moved back home and lived in Bradford for a little bit and kind of saved some money, and then I went out west to be a ski bum. So I don't think I really got back into carpentry work for another, like, till the last couple years I lived in Pittsburgh, I was doing carpentry work again. But I've always tinkered with stuff. Like, a lot of my jobs have been, like, maintenance style, so kind of just never fell out of it, I guess. I really liked Legos when I was a little kid, so I think it, like, dawned on me the other day that that's probably the whole influence.
Not a bad thing to be influenced by it.
No. No, it's weird. I meant to do that Rodney Mullen thing where he puts the grip tape on the bottom. He must ride really small boards because I got no grip tape on for that. Yeah, I don't know. I never really knew what I wanted to do, I guess, but in high school I tried to take a pottery class sophomore year, freshman year, and not enough people signed up for it, so I had to choose another class, so I chose trades exploration, which was like a little bit of everything. I think that's like kind of what led me down the path to be a carpenter, I guess. Like, kind of weird. I was just trying to take a cool class, and I kind of assumed there'd be some chicks in a pottery class.
Reasonable assumption.
Yeah, and here I am.
All these years later, a carpenter.
Yeah. No chicks at the job site.
You worked with urethane for a little while, right?
Yes.
What was that about?
I was living in Alabama working for a guy that builds ponds, and the work wasn't like constant enough. There'd be whole weeks where I wasn't working, and It's driving me nuts. So I was applying to some other jobs, and I applied to this place called Zabco, and they made like bespoke mining equipment, like custom mining equipment per order. So the guy that hired me, his name was also Chris, and his son worked in the back as well, and they're both like really intelligent, like mechanically intelligent people, and fun to be around. And just kind of showed me, they taught me how to like make urethane into a product out of basically just heated liquids. It was really neat, and I don't know, it kind of like brought me back into liking doing math for whatever reason. I thought it was really interesting.
So rad.
Yeah, and I ended up kind of making a bunch of random shit out of urethane. I got, every time you'd pour a panel, you'd have some extra, and it'd either just go in the gutter to get thrown out, or you could just pour it into some stupid looking thing. And a lot of times I would just make riser pads. Like I'd just set up like, you'd pour, it's an equation, it's like a chemical equation to make all this work. This was a terrible idea. To make all of the urethane happen, but it's literally just a polyurethane liquid, a curative, and if you want a pigment, you can also pigment it. But other than that, you just mix all those together. We would put them in a vacuum chamber to pull all the bubbles out, but you don't even have to do that, really. Works the same way as like you would polyurethane a deck. If you get bubbles, you can flame it off. But I don't know, it was such a simple process for something that seemed like it shouldn't be, and it was really neat.
Life is full of things like that, right?
Yeah.
Things that seem way harder than they really are.
Yeah.
Or really easy things that end up being really hard.
Yeah. If you had the capacity to order some molds, you could make wheels in your garage with an old oven. Like, easy.
Yeah.
You would want some pretty good ventilation.
I bet.
But
I bet.
yeah, there's like nothing to it really. Which I guess at the base of everything is kind of the same when it comes down to it. I feel like if you ask Randy about a car, he finds it really simple, where I'm like struggling to understand how that would work, you know what I mean? So, and for me, something like framing a wall is like that, but it doesn't always make sense to
Doesn't
everyone.
compete to everybody.
Yeah, it's weird. But
Well, thank you very much.
yeah, of course. I'll probably put this thing back together. It's gonna be
Hell yeah.
But yeah. The real lesson of this skateboard right here, though, is do not buy a board just because it's the right shape.
That's what spray paint is for.
That's a very good point. I have some of that too.
I got some